Hi, this is Mrs. Sue, and today we're going to be talking about the Pythagorean Theorem. In class, we looked at three squares that we put together in our manipulatives, and then we create a triangle by putting the edges together of each of the three squares. And we were able to see that in our square here, we have a very nice right triangle. The yellow rectangle, the area of the yellow rectangle would be 3 by 3, so we can multiply that and get 9. The area of the blue triangle is going to be a 4 by 4, which is the area of 16, and the area of the largest one is 5 times 5, which is 25. In class, we notice and we're able to write a few facts down about the squares and the lengths of the sides of the triangle. We notice that this yellow area, 9, plus the blue area, 16, actually equal to 25, the green area. Knowing that, we were also able to say, well, the medium one plus the smaller one is equal to 25. So 16 plus 9 is equal to 25. We could also say that the larger one, 25, subtracted with the medium one is equal to the smaller one. So 25 minus 16 equals 9. Or even the larger one minus 9, the smaller, is equal to the medium size, which is 16. All of these facts happen to be true. And what you're able to notice is that since using the area of the squares around it, we can find each of the sides of the triangle. Now, this specific triangle is a 3, 4, 5 relationship. And you'll be able to see in your homework for your first question, we can do that same thing. So let's say, for instance, that we look at the first example. Now, this triangle here actually is the same triangle for your homework, number 3 tonight, number 1. It is just a little bit flipped and rotated. So it's like you'll see the reflection of it like that. And then you'll see it kind of rotated this way so that your triangle actually looks like this, okay? Kind of a little bit like that. So when I look at this, what you'll see is that every question I want to draw the square with it. So here I'm going to draw a square. This is going to be an 8 by 8 square, giving me an area of 64. I'm going to draw a square over here too, and this is going to be a 6 by 6, which is an area of 36. Then I have a big rectangle over here, and right now I only really have x, and I know that if I times x with x, that will give me the area of the big one, but I am looking for x. So just like with a 3, 4, 5 triangle, right triangle, in this right triangle I have 6, 8, and then x. So what I can do is I can add the smaller square, which is 36, add it with the medium square, which is 64, and together that makes 100. Now 100 would then be the area of the large square. And since the area of the large square is 100 and it's represented by x times x, or x squared, then I know that I could find the missing piece of the right triangle. The missing piece would be the square root of 100, which is 10. Each side of the large rectangle is 10 by 10, because a 10 by 10 makes a 100 meter square area for the large rectangle. So my missing piece is 10. So my answer, x is equal to 10 meters for number 1 in your homework. Sorry, I know this is a little messy. When you get to number 2 of your homework, okay, you're also going to draw the square. So I'm going to draw squares here, down here, and over here. So this is going to be 15 times 15, which is 225. This is 12 times 12, which is 144. So I know that this is the largest one, so the big one. So I know that I need to add the 2 smaller ones to make the big ones. So I could subtract 225 with the medium one to get, and I'm going to look for, actually this one looks like the smaller. So this is the large minus the small, and that's going to give me the area of the medium one. Okay, if I do a subtraction, I'm going to get 1, 12, 21. Okay, I'm going to get 81. So the area of the medium rectangle here is 81. So if the area of this right here is 81, what do you think x will be? Each of the sides of the square will be a 9 by 9. X squared is equal to 81 because the area of a square is x times x. So then I'm going to square root the 81, so x will actually equal to 9. And 9 inches would be that missing piece. I think hopefully we can kind of get the hang of that. You're really just using some adding skills, some subtracting skills, because we know the smaller and the medium squares equal to the larger square. And if I go back for number 2, you would make a square here. That would be a 5 times 5, which is 25. This square here is a 12 times 12, which is 144. So we have a 25 and a 144 square. And I'm looking for the largest side. This is the longest. This is going to be the biggest rectangle. So I'm going to add 144 with 25, giving me 169. Okay. Then to find the area of well, this is the area, 169. To find the missing piece, I need to find something times something equal to 169 because squares have the same side. So really, the side of the missing piece will be the square root of 169. And if you need to look back on that little half sheet we did yesterday for bell work, it is actually 13. So the answer to number 12 is 13. Number 1 was 10. Ooh, it gets a little messy. You only need to do the front side today. Hopefully that helped you a little bit. We will go over it again tomorrow. So if you're unsure, you won't be marked down, but try your very best.